Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep into the world of AI abstract art today
Oh, cool.
and exploring the top AI image generators making waves in 2025.
Oh, right.
We've got some pretty interesting source material here,
Yeah.
technical explanations, how AI creates art,
Okay.
and a review of the leading generators out there.
Awesome.
So imagine, just picture this,
Okay.
a custom piece of abstract art made just for you, instantly, by AI.
Wow, yeah.
Pretty cool, huh? That's what we're going to be exploring today.
That's amazing.
How it works, which AI tools are leading the pack, all that good stuff.
It really is a fascinating kind of intersection of creativity and technology, you know?
Yeah.
What's really interesting about AI and abstract art is that it doesn't just copy human styles, right?
Right?
It's venturing into these new aesthetic territories, almost otherworldly, you know?
I've definitely noticed that otherworldly quality.
Yeah.
In a lot of the AI abstract art I've seen, it's like it's tapping into something beyond human perception.
Yeah.
But how does it actually work? I mean, it's not just throwing paint at a digital canvas, right?
Right. It's definitely more complex than that. It relies on these algorithms, things like generative adversarial networks, GANs,
Okay.
and variational autoencoders, VAEs.
Got it.
These algorithms learn by analyzing these massive data sets of existing art, picking up on those subtle patterns, textures,
Interesting.
compositions that define a particular style.
So it's similar to like an art student studying the techniques of famous artists
Exactly.
to understand their style.
And what's interesting is that these AI models, especially GANs, are particularly well suited for abstract art.
Oh, okay.
They can learn, the principles of composition and color without needing to perfectly replicate objects from real life.
Makes sense.
So it gives them a lot of freedom to explore these abstract concepts.
And it seems like AI image generators are becoming more powerful and more accessible all the time.
Yeah.
Just in the past year, I feel like there's been a huge surge in new options.
Yeah, it can definitely feel overwhelming with the sheer variety out there.
Yeah.
But that's actually a good sign. It means this technology is rapidly developing,
Yeah.
And there's probably a tool out there for every kind of artistic vision, really.
But that also makes it even more important to carefully evaluate which tools are best for you
Exactly.
and your specific artistic goals.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, our source material actually dives into that,
Okay.
reviewing some of the leading AI image generators and evaluating them on things like image quality, speed, features, and pricing.
It's good to have those benchmarks, right?
Yeah,
And they've prioritized ethical considerations too, which is important.
absolutely.
They've specifically avoided any AI image generators that produce NSFW content.
Good, yeah,
That's a big part of responsible AI development, right?
absolutely. So let's get into some specific examples. Our source highlights Midjourney as a top contender. They call it, and I quote, wildly popular.
I've heard of that one.
It's got a massive user base, over 14 million registered members.
Wow, that's huge.
Seems to be giving some of those established names like Dolly 2 and 3 a run for their money.
Yeah. One of the things that really sets Midjourney apart is the level of control it gives users.
Really?
You're not just putting in a prompt and hoping for the best. You can really fine-tune things.
Interesting.
Like image quality, choosing specific styles. You can even apply filters, almost like a digital artist might in a studio.
I've seen some examples online. They look pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But our source takes it a step further, describes the output as having, quote, magazine cover quality.
Interesting.
Is that a fair assessment, you think?
From what I've seen, yeah, I'd say so. It consistently produces those high-resolution images with incredible detail.
Yeah.
It's got a very polished aesthetic.
I'm curious about the interface, though. I've heard it can be a bit challenging to use.
Well, it operates primarily on Discord,
Oh, okay.
which is a little unconventional, right?
Yeah, for an art creation tool.
But once you get past that initial learning curve, there's a wealth of creative possibilities.
Like what?
You can pan-generated images to extend them. You can merge different creations, create variations on a theme, upscale your artwork for printing. You can even have our own private DM channel just for experimenting.
Okay, so it's pretty versatile.
Very much so.
But what about the cost? Is it accessible to everyone, or is it more for professionals?
So there's no free trial, unfortunately. But the paid plans start at $10 per month.
Okay.
Which, considering the level of quality and control, is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I guess, especially for serious art enthusiasts or professionals.
Right.
Sounds like a powerful option. What about some other contenders? The source material also highlights Jasper Art
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that one.
as a strong alternative.
Jasper Art is interesting. It's part of a broader AI suite
Okay.
that offers both writing and image generation assistance.
Uh-huh.
And it leverages the power of the DALL-E 2 model, which is, pretty respected in the AI art world.
Oh, okay, so it's building on the success of an established player.
Exactly.
What are some of its standout features?
Well, it boasts 2K-px resolution for high-quality output, which is great for anyone looking to print or display their artwork.
Nice.
It grants commercial use rights, too, so you could potentially profit from your AI-generated art.
Oh, interesting.
And it avoids using watermarks, which is a nice touch.
Yeah, definitely. Are there any drawbacks to consider?
Similar to Midjourney, there's a bit of a learning curve to really get the most out of it.
I see.
And unfortunately, no free image generation credits.
Okay.
But if you're interested in delving deeper, there are detailed reviews of Jasper Art available online.
Great. We'll be sure to include links to those reviews for our listeners.
Sounds good.
So far, we've explored two impressive AI image generators, Midjourney, with its remarkable quality and control, and Jasper Art, drawing on the power of DALL-E 2 and offering some attractive features.
Yeah.
But this is just the beginning of our journey, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's a whole universe of AI image generators out there, each with its own unique approach and capabilities. And that's what we'll be diving into next.
So we've just scratched the surface of this exciting AI art generation world.
Yeah, definitely.
Our source material actually compares 19 different generators.
Wow, 19.
To test them, they used a very specific prompt.
Oh, okay.
And it was a panda chilling on a beach, wearing sunglasses and a hat, sipping a cocktail, overlooking a sunset, and sitting on a chair.
Okay, that's pretty specific.
Yeah, whimsical, right?
Yeah.
But it's more than just creating a fun image.
Uh-huh.
That detail allows you to really see how well each generator understands and interprets complex prompts.
Right. Because that's crucial when you're trying to translate your own vision into AI art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the artistic style,
Yep.
but also about how accurately the AI captures the nuances of the prompt.
Absolutely.
So what were some of the key takeaways from this AI generator showdown?
Well, one of the biggest takeaways is that there's no single best generator.
Right.
It really depends what you're looking for.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Some are great with photorealism, others lean toward more stylized or abstract imagery.
Uh-huh.
Some prioritize speed, while others offer more customization.
Gotcha.
It's like choosing the right tool for the job.
You wouldn't use a hammer to screw in a light bulb, right?
Exactly.
So how do you even begin to choose the right generator for your needs?
Well, it starts with understanding your own artistic goals, right?
Okay.
What kind of art do you want to create? What level of detail are you looking for?
Yeah.
Do you need a fast turnaround, or are you willing to experiment and fine-tune the settings?
Yeah.
Once you have a clearer picture of what you want, you can start researching which generators are best for that style.
And the good news is that a lot of them offer free trials.
Yeah.
Or limited free uses.
Right.
So you can test them out before committing to a paid plan.
It's
Speaking of testing, did our source material include any examples of the art generated from that panda prompt?
Oh, they did. And some of the results were pretty remarkable, actually.
Oh, cool.
The image generated by Midjourney, for example, was super striking.
Oh, interesting. So Midjourney lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
What made it stand out?
Remember how they described Midjourney as having that magazine cover quality?
Uh-huh.
Well, this image really embodies that.
Really?
The level of detail in the panda, the fur, the glint of the sunglasses, incredible.
Wow.
And the background, the beach, but the sunset, equally captivating.
So it really does have that polished look.
Yeah, that professional look.
What other generators caught their eye?
Another one that stood out was Nightcap Creator.
Okay.
This one's unique. It offers a variety of AI art generation methods, not just text-to-image.
Oh, that's cool.
One of the methods it offers is neural style transfer. Have you heard of that?
I have, but I'm not entirely sure how it works.
So neural style transfer blends the style of one image with the content of another.
Okay.
Like you could take a photo of your pet and apply the style of Van Gogh's Starry Night to it
Oh, wow.
to create this unique piece of art.
So you're basically merging two images, using one for the subject and the other for the artistic style.
Precisely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the results can be amazing. It's a great way to experiment
Yeah.
with different artistic styles.
So Nightcap Creator offers both text-to-image and neural style transfer.
Yes.
Does that make it better for, experienced artists?
Well, one of the things I appreciate about Nightcap Creator is that it caters to a wide range of preferences and skill levels.
Okay.
They have a user-friendly interface with presets and algorithms that make it easy for beginners to jump right in, even if they're not familiar with, the technical stuff.
So even if I can't tell a Picasso from a Monet,
Yeah.
I can still have fun with AI art.
Absolutely. They also have this awesome online community
Oh, cool.
where users can share their work, get feedback, participate in challenges.
I like that community aspect.
Yeah, it's really encouraging.
What about the cost?
Well, Night Cave Creator has a free tier that allows you to create a limited number of artworks each day.
Oh, cool.
But they also have paid plans if you want more features.
So far we've got Midjourney, which excels in photorealistic quality,
Yeah.
Jasper Art, which uses DALL-E 2,
Uh-huh.
and now Night Cave Creator, which offers both neural style transfer and text-to-image generation.
Right.
It's amazing how diverse the AI art landscape is becoming.
And we still got more to uncover. There are so many other AI image generators out there.
I'm ready for more. What else have we got?
Okay, let's move on to a generator that takes a slightly different approach.
All right.
This one's called Deep Dream Generator.
Okay.
It focuses on the more surreal, almost psychedelic side of AI art.
Oh, interesting. I've seen some AI art that looks like it's like straight out of a dream with all the swirling colors and abstract forms.
You got it.
Is that what Deep Dream Generator does?
Deep Dream Generator is all about creating art that's beautiful and bizarre, often with that dreamlike or hallucinatory quality that you mentioned.
I'm picturing like Salvador Dali meets AI.
Yeah.
How does it achieve that look? Does it analyze existing surrealist art?
While it can draw inspiration from existing styles, it mainly relies on this technique called neural network dreaming.
Okay.
So you feed an image into a neural network that's been trained on tons of images,
Uh-huh.
but instead of just identifying objects or patterns, it enhances and exaggerates the features it detects.
So instead of recognizing what's in the image, it's distorting those elements, creating something new and surreal.
Exactly, like the AI is looking at the world through a kaleidoscope,
Wow.
distorting reality to create something new.
Deep Dream Generator is definitely going on my list to explore. What's our last stop?
For our final spotlight, let's look at Artbreeder.
Okay.
It focuses on the evolution and breeding of images.
Breeding images. What does that even mean?
It's a really cool concept. Artbreeder lets you create and evolve images through a process that kind of mimics genetic inheritance.
Oh, okay.
You start with a base image, either uploaded or from their library,
Uh-huh.
and then you can adjust parameters like facial features, colors, textures.
Interesting.
You can even breed different images together to combine their traits and create like offspring with new characteristics.
So you're mixing and matching different elements to create something new.
Yeah.
Almost like a digital art farm where images can mate,
That's a great way to put it.
and the results could be really interesting.
Oh, yeah. It's a powerful tool for character design, creating fantastical creatures, you know?
I can see that being appealing to like artists, game designers,
Yeah.
anyone who loves experimenting with visual creativity.
Exactly. It's pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI art.
It really is, and this is just a small glimpse into this vast world of AI art generation.
Definitely.
We've covered 5 very different generators today,
Yeah.
but there are so many more out there.
Countless others.
Before we wrap up, what are some key takeaways you would highlight for our listeners who are eager to delve into this world?
I think one of the most important things to remember is that AI art generation is a tool.
Okay.
Just like any other artistic medium,
Yeah.
it's about finding the tools and techniques that speak to you and using them to bring your ideas to life.
So rather than getting lost in the technical details or trying to master every generator, it's more about experimenting and discovering what works best for you.
Exactly. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to approach AI art.
Right.
Some people prefer the control and precision of a generator like Midjourney. Others might gravitate toward the more surreal and experimental possibilities of Deep Dream Generator.
And that's the beauty of it, right?
Absolutely.
There's a tool out there for every kind of creative impulse.
Yeah.
Whether you're drawn off of photorealism, abstract expressionism, or something in between.
And these tools are constantly evolving, becoming more powerful and accessible.
Yeah.
So the possibilities for creative exploration are limitless.
This deep dive has definitely sparked my own creative curiosity. I'm eager to try out some of these generators.
I encourage you to do so. And share your creations.
Oh, yeah.
There's this vibrant community of AI artists online who are always eager to connect, share inspiration, and support each other.
I think that sense of community is so important, especially in a field that's as new and rapidly evolving as AI art.
Absolutely. It's helpful to have a space to share and learn from others who are, on the same journey.
And who knows, maybe we'll see some listener-created AI art featured in a future episode of The Deep Dive.
That would be awesome.
We'd love to showcase what our listeners are creating.
As we wrap up, let's circle back to that question we posed earlier.
Okay.
What does the rise of AI art generations say about creativity itself?
That's a tough one. I don't think there's a simple answer.
I agree, but it's definitely a question worth thinking about. If AI can create art that's like visually stunning, emotionally evocative, thought-provoking even, does that challenge our idea of what it means to be creative?
It certainly makes you think.
Yeah.
It forces us to reconsider the role of technology in the creative process.
Right, and perhaps more importantly, it encourages us to embrace the possibilities of collaborating with AI.
Instead of viewing AI as like a threat to human creativity,
Yeah,
we can see it as a tool that can expand our creative potential.
that's a really interesting way to look at it.
Yeah,
And it's important to keep in mind as we enter this exciting new era of art and technology.
well said. This deep dive has been incredible.
It has been.
We've explored the technical, the creative, and even the philosophical dimensions of AI art generation.
And we've only just begun. There's still so much more to explore, experiment with, and learn.
So to our listeners, we encourage you to keep diving deeper, keep creating, and keep questioning the boundaries of art and technology.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI abstract art. We hope you found it, enlightening, inspiring.
Until next time, keep exploring and keep creating. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive today, from the technical side of AI art generation to all the different generators out there.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind tour.
It really has, and I gotta say, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, I get that.
All these possibilities are exciting, but it's also a little daunting.
It's like, imagine walking into a massive art supply store with endless aisles of brushes and paints and canvases.
Right.
The potential's there,
Yeah.
but it's hard to even know where to begin.
That's a great analogy. So how can we help our listeners who are probably feeling the same way make sense of it all and find their own path in AI art?
I think it all comes back to remembering that AI art generation is a tool for creative expression.
Okay.
It's about finding what works for you and using it to bring your ideas to life.
So not getting bogged down in the technical stuff
Yeah.
or trying to master every single generator.
Right, more about exploring and experimenting.
And discovering what clicks for you, your own style.
Exactly, and there's no right or wrong way to do AI art.
Right.
Some people love the control of, like, Midjourney,
Uh-huh.
while others might prefer the more surreal and experimental stuff like Deep Dream Generator.
And that's what's so cool about it, right?
Totally.
There's a tool out there for everyone.
Yeah, for every creative impulse.
Whether you're into photorealism, abstract expressionism, anything in between.
And these tools are just getting better and more accessible all the time.
Yeah.
So really, the possibilities are endless.
This deep dive has definitely got me wanting to try some of these generators out.
You should. Don't be afraid to share what you make either.
Oh, yeah.
The online AI art community is so welcoming and supportive,
Yeah, I think that community aspect is so important, especially in a field that's still so new.
Definitely. It's great to have a space to share, get feedback, learn from each other.
And who knows, maybe we'll see some listener-created AI art in a future episode.
That would be awesome.
We'd love to showcase what our listeners are making.
Before we wrap up completely, let's go back to that question we brought up earlier.
Okay.
What does the rise of AI art say about creativity itself?
That's a deep one. I don't think there's an easy answer.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about. If AI can create art that's visually stunning, emotionally powerful, even thought-provoking,
Yeah.
does that change how we think about creativity?
It really makes you question things like, what's the role of technology in all of this?
Exactly. And maybe even more importantly, how can we collaborate with AI?
Right, not see it as a threat.
Yeah, but as a way to enhance our own creative potential.
I like that perspective.
It's definitely something to keep in mind as we move forward in this new era of art and technology.
This deep dive has been a wild ride. We've explored so much.
We have.
The technical side, the creative side, even the philosophical side of AI art.
And honestly, we've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to discover and learn.
So, to everyone listening, keep exploring, keep creating, and keep pushing those boundaries of art and technology.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope it was, insightful and got you thinking.
Until next time, keep creating. 18E3.